We're making a healthier gluten-free blueberry cobbler with oat flour. It has the perfect amount of natural sweetness and is packed with juicy blueberries. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla, and if you love healthier recipes to our favorite foods, then you are in the right place. Now you're welcome to jot down these ingredients as we go along, or you can click on the link that's in the video description below, and that will take you to the full recipe with all the details, including nutrition facts, ingredients and substitutions, and frequently asked questions. To make this really easy cobbler, we're going to start with our mixing bowl, and then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of tapioca flour, and this is going to work as our thickener, 1 tablespoon of some cane sugar just for a little more sweetener, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice just to brighten up that blueberry flavor, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And then we'll just give these a quick whisk. Now for the blueberries, you could use fresh or frozen, and the only difference is that the frozen blueberries will need to bake a little bit longer. I love the convenience of being able to use the frozen because then you can make this cobbler all year round. So I'm adding 4 cups of frozen blueberries to my bowl, and then we'll just give these a good mix. Next we'll want to take our baking dish and then just spray it real quick with some nonstick. And then we can just pour our blueberry mixture down inside. And you'll want to use your spatula to make sure you get all of the juices down in there as well. And then we can just spread these out in our dish. And then we can set this aside. Now in our same mixing bowl, we can add the wet ingredients for the cobbler mixture. We're going to start with 1 egg and 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, but you can also use butter or light olive oil, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then we'll just whip this together until our egg is well blended. Now there's a variety of flour combinations that you could use for this recipe, and if you click on the link in the description below, that will take you to the full recipe card with all those details. I'm going to be using oat flour. So I just used some old-fashioned oats, put them into my blender, and blended them for about 20 seconds until I had this perfectly fine flour. So we're going to add 1 cup of oat flour. But oat flour on its own can be a little bit gummy, so we're going to add 1/3 cup of tapioca flour. You could also use a gluten-free flour blend or even all-purpose flour. Next, we'll add 2 tablespoons of cane sugar, and you could omit this extra sugar if you're trying to minimize your sugar intake. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. And we'll add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then we're just going to whisk this together until well combined. Now this is where we want to adjust the consistency of our dough. So we want it to be fairly thick so that we can kind of plop it on top of our cobbler, but we don't want it to be too thick that it's sticking inside of our whisk. So I'm just going to add about 1/2 a tablespoon of milk, and that was the perfect amount because now it's nice and thick and holds its shape. Now we can take our baking dish that has our blueberries and add the cobbler on top. So I'm just going to take it in kind of spoonfuls and just kind of drip it over the top. And I like having it kind of clumpy like this because then you get to see the blueberries showing through. Now if you could use more healthy inspiration on a regular basis, I invite you to join my email list. All you have to do is click on the link in the video description below, and that is the best way for us to stay connected. And then this is optional, but to add a little bit of sparkle on top of your cobbler, you can add just a little bit of turbinado sugar. So I'm just going to sprinkle maybe a teaspoon of it, just kind of right on top of the dough, and that's just going to make a really pretty little sparkle. And add just a touch of sweetness on top. Well, this looks gorgeous and it is ready to go into a 350-degree oven for anywhere between about 35 to 50 minutes, depending on if your blueberries were fresh or frozen. But I'm going to start looking at this at around the 35-minute mark, and we want to let it bake until that batter topping starts to turn a nice golden brown. Well, here is our baked cobbler, and it is gorgeous. It's just perfectly toasted brown on the top, and I love the little sparkle that we're getting from that turbinado sugar. So it's already been setting for about 10 minutes, which allows that blueberry filling to kind of contract, and it makes these really beautiful cracks in the batter. So you will want to let this sit and cool for probably 15 to 20 minutes before you dish it out, but then you can decide if you want to serve it warm or chilled. And thankfully I have a batch I made yesterday, which is ready to enjoy, and I certainly like it warm. Oh, those juicy blueberries. That is delicious. The blueberries are just plump and flavorful and have the perfect consistency. And then the cobbler is just perfectly sweetened and has this warm, really earthy oat flavor to it that is so delicious and the perfect complement to the blueberries. And I love that it's made with clean, natural ingredients. Well, thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen. I've included the link to this full recipe and it's in the video description below, and that will take you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.